Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. I thought I'd start, if that's okay, by asking you guys a question. I hope quite a relevant question, given you've spent the last 2 days sitting in an air-conditioned theatre. I wanted to ask you, how much for you is 1 degree Celsius of comfort worth to you? Or maybe, how much is 3 or 4 degrees Celsius of comfort worth to you? And would your answer change depending on what day of the week it was, what time of day it was, whether it was about to be the busiest period of the day for your business, or it was the middle of the night and nothing was happening? Because those are the questions that all commercial building operators have to answer and struggle with when they think about getting involved in any form of demand response or flexibility market. How much is it worth to me to deviate from my optimal comfort strategy in my building? And it's the questions that we at GridEdge have been trying to help them answer. So we're a British university spin-out and an AI startup, and we provide commercial building operators with machine learning-based software services that help them to predict, optimize, and control their building's energy profile. It's a software service that works in harmony with their existing building management systems, metering and data systems, and it helps them to optimize their cost, comfort, and carbon profile. And crucially, the clever bit is by using prediction and introducing foresight into the way that building managers manage their building's energy profile, we can help them unlock flexibility from their energy assets. And based on the customers we had to date, that can deliver cost and carbon savings equivalent to about 10% of their energy bills. Now, as lots of people over the last few days will have no doubt told you, when it comes to what's incredibly valuable in the 21st century energy system, it's not going to be oil and gas or heat or power. It's going to be flexibility itself, that ability to manipulate and change your energy profile to counteract the volatility and dynamism that we face on the supply side of the meter. And whilst lots of people talk about flexibility and what it means for energy companies and utilities and grids, at GridEdge, we're specifically interested in what flexibility means for consumers, for the building operators, for the people who put the money into the energy system. And flexibility for building operators can mean the ability to save money and save carbon. It can mean the ability to generate revenues through demand response schemes. But when you really think about it, what flexibility means for building operators is that for the first time, smart, optimal energy management isn't about managing how much energy you use, about quantum. It's about managing when you use it. It's about time. And when time is what matters, knowing what's going to happen next is really valuable. And that's where we come in as GridEdge. So flexibility is so important, why aren't more building operators doing it? These stats are from the UK, but they show that over 70% of commercial building operators aren't involved in any form of flexibility. And you think, well, why not then? And you ask them, well, 80% of them tell you the reason they're not getting involved in flexibility is they don't have the trust or transparency or confidence that being flexible, changing their energy profile, won't compromise their optimal operational performance, their comfort, carbon, and cost goals. They can't answer the question that I posed you. How much is it worth to you? How much is that degree of comfort, that 5 degrees of comfort, that kilogram of carbon really worth to you right now? So that's a solution that we've built. Building on the IP we developed doing postdoctoral research at a British university, we provide the software service that gives commercial building operators predictive foresight over their day ahead, cost, comfort, carbon, and energy assets profile. As I said, it's a system that works in harmony with their existing assets. You don't need to replace things and put in expensive new bits of kit. And crucially, it enables the building manager for the first time to put foresight and flexibility at the heart of how they think about managing energy. And to give you just one example of one asset class, the asset class that's keeping you guys comfortable at the moment, although not under these hot lights, I should say, on the stage, is around how predictive AI can introduce trust and transparency to HVAC flexibility, air conditioning flexibility. So our technology, when you get right down into the weeds of it, enables our customers to model and predict the rate of change of their HVAC assets, how much cooling can be delivered over time into their space. And that enables them to start building a model for the energy manager, how much more comfortable they're making a space. You see this little dip here? That's a prediction of if you didn't turn on your HVAC asset, this is how much cooler that space would get. To a building energy manager, that's how much more comfortable you've made the space. But to the energy system, that's the size and shape of your battery. That's kilowatt hours in return for comfort, either took place or didn't take place. And that is the flexibility you can introduce. And by using and exploiting the thermal inertia of buildings, when it comes to HVAC, you can enable building operators to shift their energy profile, creating flexibility without compromising their comfort. enabling them to still maintain an optimal, comfortable environment whilst also creating flexibility for suppliers. We're targeting our solution at commercial building operators, schools, hospitals, malls, airports, and so far, so good. We've been going for about 18 months. We've got customers, including some of the biggest mall operators in the UK, like Hammerson and Intu Group, an airport, and other big campus sites. But crucially, as we look to scale our business, we're also partnering with some of the big energy and BMS companies in the UK, like EDF, Schneider, and indeed we've had investment from Centrica. And we've also been revenue generating right from the get-go. So we've brought in over 350K of revenues in the last 18 months. Like all people here, we're also raising money, so we're trying to complete a £3 million investment round, or up to £3 million investment round. We have 1.5 million secured for a major global energy company, but we're looking for someone else to come on board with them. And if you're interested in being that person, please come and say hello to me. Thank you very much. Thank you.